guys, we're here making turkey tacos. So far what I've done is I have heated up a pan with some extra virgin olive oil and put it on medium, a little higher than medium heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. You kind of have to babysit the meat to kind of break it up. So this is 99.1, so it's extra lean ground turkey. And the thing about that is obviously it doesn't have the fat to make it as moist as the other types of meat that you would use, especially ground beef that you're used to making turkey tacos. So what I do at this point, it's ready to go. Put the turkey taco seasoning in. So we're going to link you a homemade taco seasoning that you can use at any time. What I'm using today is a Pinsy's. It's a specific brand. It's my favorite brand, and it actually is a chicken taco, so it's better with poultry, I feel. So this comes in a bulk pouch, so it doesn't have a specific amount that you use. I kind of eyeball it, but usually it's probably around 1/4 a cup. And once I add the seasoning in, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup to up 3/4 of a cup of water. And this is where it's going to create a little bit of a sauce. So this is the really important part. I'm actually going to add a little bit more of the taco seasoning. But if you use the packets that you get at the store, they'll tell you exactly what to do. So once you've added the water, you'll start to see this, the liquid form. You're going to turn it up to high. And this is where you're going to have it boiling. So that water really creates, or the water helps to create the sauce, and then it starts to thicken it. The thing about 99.1, I cook with both 99.1 and 97.3, but I'm not a big meat person, so I prefer less fat. Once it does this, you can kind of allow it to sit for a few seconds, allow it to start to boil that sauce. And then you're going to turn it all the way to low and just let it hang out for 10 or so minutes, and then you're good to go. Just make sure that you really get this sauce boiling to give it a nice coating texture. And so what I do is I kind of let it still boil until you can see the divide in the sauce, and I'll show you that in just a second. Each taco seasonings are a little different, and if you have some issues with specific sodium content, that's why we put up a recipe specifically for that, so you can control all that amount. I'm not as concerned with that, so that's really why I really like the Pinsy's version of it. But it's kind of what you prefer. So if you see, before, anytime I would drag the spatula through, there was a lot of sauce. Now you're seeing the divide. So that's when I'm going to go ahead and turn it all the way to low. And I'm going to make sure that there's meat covering all of the pan. And I'm going to let it sit and hang out for about 5 to 10 minutes. And that's pretty much the key to doing this. The big thing is coating your pan so it doesn't stick. If you're using like a 97.3 or even a higher fat content, make sure to drain the fat. You can do that several ways with a colander, or I just tip over the pan. I've gotten used to that. Really making sure that you don't do it at a super high heat for especially lean turkey, because then that's going to brown it, and I don't like to brown it because that's when it becomes really dry and tough. So the key is to make it so it doesn't get dry. So remember that tip. The other great tip that I use is like I said, I babysit it. So I just sit here during the whole process while it's cooking and kind of chop it up, make sure that it's all kind of divided. But as you can look now, even now I could probably turn off the heat completely. The sauce that's around has completely been absorbed or dissipated with the boiling process. But you can see it doesn't look super dry. You have a good sauce coating it. And then that's when I will divide it individually into containers. So this was a pound. So for myself, I'll divide it into 4 containers for lunches throughout the week. And that's something that you can do. You can make more. I would say don't make more than 2 pounds in one pan like this, because it gets overcrowded and then you're cooking it longer and then you can have drier meat. So yeah, that's kind of basics. Anybody have any questions yet? No? Want to do this for lunch so you guys could watch it back, maybe make some dinner tonight, easy dinner. Right now I'm going gluten-free, trying to test it out for myself, so you can with some corn tortillas, and it's really nice. So like I said, I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to remove it from the hot burner, and just let it hang out there until I'm ready to dish it out specifically. So yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for some Tuesdays that are coming up.